Hey guys, Strider43 here, and today I am going to be making just a video on sort of outlooks on everything. Just gonna shut my fan off there. Don't want you guys to hear that sound. It's a pretty bad sound. But yeah, the gameplay in the background's not that great. I was doing the Best of Both Worlds challenge, you know, the Miley Cyrus song. And what this challenge basically is, you can try it, it's a lot of fun. Basically you go down the list of guns in the mystery box, and you can do it on any map, but it's just really fun on Town. Town, I like starting it on round 20, just playing through it and having fun. And I just love going back to Town. It's such a great map. And so what this challenge is you get two guns. One of the guns is going to be amazing, and then the other gun is going to be absolutely terrible. But you can't just use the amazing gun, so you have to use the terrible gun as well. And yeah, you have to just try your best to survive. In this, I got the S12, and that is one of the terrible guns that I believe is absolutely atrocious. But it is not the gun that I keep, because I end up getting the SMR. And in this, I got the SMR and the Ray Gun Mark II. And I was 20 points off from being able to buy Speed Cola there. So that was kind of sad. But I'm pretty sure this is the part where I get the Ray Gun Mark II. Yep, Ray Gun Mark II. I was really happy. Okay, and that's not what this video is going to be about. This video is going to be about, so I recently saw a video by The Smith Plays. And it was an amazing video. I thought it was great. Definitely had some good outlooks and concepts, and I love how he did his video. I thought it was a great video. Go check him out. But I thought, I could make a video on that, because I sort of disagreed with some of his points. Now, the video was 5 maps in Chronicles that should have been remastered. And I definitely did not agree with all of his things. And please don't get mad at me about this gameplay. My sprint button was being real crap. And, yeah, I couldn't use the FAL that much in this part, because I consider that a really good weapon. I love the FAL. But yeah, my sprint button was crap, so gameplay's not that great, but 5 maps that should have been remade in Chronicles. Now, thank you, Treyarch, first of all, for making Chronicles. They didn't need to, but it's love letter to the COD community, people that have been out there for a while now, and I've actually been playing zombies for ever since Kino der Toten. That's when I started playing, and I didn't really play the BO1 maps. Because, you know, I was a little, I was 8 or something when it first came out. And, yeah, so obviously, I'm a little 8-year-old, I can't afford to buy Kino der Toten, I can't afford to buy any of the DLC. And that's what this is about. Now, I can get the DLC, I have money to get the DLC, and I can play these fun maps without having to play them on this old engine. I can play them on the new engine. And it's beautiful. And I love it so much. But some of these maps I definitely didn't agree with. And The Smith Plays one big flaw that I saw in his video was that, yes, it was a good video, but he didn't say which spot that would change. And I didn't like that whatsoever. I didn't like how he didn't say which spot should change. And yeah, so there's going to be quite a bit of controversy in this video. I'm fine with that. It should be good, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, but let's get right into it. So, we're going to start off with our number 5 spot, the map that I really believe should have been in this, and yeah, as you see, I got the SMR, so that completed the challenge. But you're actually sort of watching gameplay of it. Transit. Okay, Transit. Now, Transit's a bad map. It's a bad map. If you say Transit is a good map, you are just mistaken. Transit's a very bad map. It's not good. And there's not that much great about it. But the thing about Transit is it's such a big map. There were so much things in it that changed zombies and were crazy and were good and were fun. But it was all taken away by these crap things that they had to add because of the engine. Lava, now a lot of people don't know this, the reason they added lava was to slow your player down. Because if you were running through too fast through that fog, you would probably get an error and your game would crash. So they had to add lava to make it so you moved slowly and stayed in the fog so everything could render because of how big of a map it was. Second thing, fog. Everyone fucking hates the fog. No one enjoys the fog in Transit. It's terrible. It's the worst thing that ever could have happened to Transit. And I really don't play Transit that much for that reason. Because of the fog. Because I hate having to run through, have the denizens rape my face every time I want to get to the next spot. Third thing, the bus driver. Ted's a dick, first of all. Our bus driver, Ted, he's a dick. You're trying to go anywhere, and he's just like, nope. He walks off, flies off, and now you're left at power. Power just barely got turned on. But there's no perks at power besides Tombstone, which is another point. Besides Tombstone, and you're gonna die. You have to wait for Ted, and he sucks, and you're gonna die. And so, a solution for that now would be, Smith Plays actually addressed this, Wonder Spheres. If they added that to Transit, like, once you turn the power on, because we don't want you, like, round one before you do anything, all of a sudden you have Wonder Spheres, you go to town, you put your turbine down, get Juggernaut. No, that's overpowered. And I'm going to be relating my video to Smith Plays quite a bit, but he said Wonder Spheres should be 250. No. Wonder Spheres should be 1,000. Because I don't want you using those Wonder Spheres on, like, get power turned on round 1. Use your Wonder Sphere on round 2. No. That 250 is way too cheap. I think they should be 1,500. So, like, when you're in your higher rounds, you got some points, you can use the Wonder Sphere. And just get where you want quicker. Because that's the main problem. On round 2 and 3, and all those earlier rounds, you don't care about these problems. You don't care about the lava. Lava's not going to down you. But it's when you get into the higher rounds, you don't want to go down and have to drive with Ted all around the map. You don't want to do all those things, but you have to. Because that's how the game is built. And because there's the denizens in the fog, which they would take out. Because if you don't know, denizens were also to slow you down. How you can't sprint when denizens are on you. And I really made a mistake on this part in my gameplay. So I didn't realize that when you double pack punch the SMR, it takes away like 100 bullets. By the way, that's some bullshit. Why should I lose 100 bullets just because I hate that sight? But yeah, you lose like 100 bullets in your clip. And it's stupid. I got pissed. But yeah, that's that. But it should not be like that. It should not have to slow me down every 10 seconds. Just because it's like punishing me for doing things in the map that I shouldn't get punished for. These are basic things that have been in every COD. And I should be allowed to do them. And that's what Transit doesn't let you do. And I know I've been going on a long rant of Transit. And see there, the fire. The fire killed me. Zombie didn't hit me. The fire killed me. So long rant of Transit. It sucks and it should be remade. Already 8 minutes into the video. Yeah, but it sucks and it should be remade. Point number 2 with Transit. Not with Transit. So spot number 4, and Mob of the Dead. Now, everyone is probably expecting Mob of the Dead to be at number 1. Nah, not really. Mob of the Dead. The thing about Mob of the Dead is, what are they gonna do with Mob of the Dead? Like, what is everything gonna do? All that's gonna be different is it's gonna be on this game. That's all that's different. It's not gonna improve. It's not gonna get worse. There's nothing about Mob of the Dead that would change. It would just be on Black Ops 3. And I don't want that. I want, like, what they did with Noct. I really want Noct to stay in there. Because how they did Noct was beautiful. How now we can get perks. You can get Gobblegums. But the thing is, you don't have to get perks. You don't have to get Gobblegums. It's if you want. if you want to get perks, if you would wish to get Gobblegums, you can get it on Noct. And I know everyone's probably thinking, yeah, but that's gonna fuck up the leaderboards and make it all just super easy to get to high rounds. Yes, it is. It is. But the thing is, everyone's gonna be doing that. So it's not like one guy's doing it, and it's super overpowered because just this one guy is doing it. No, everyone has the ability to do it. So if you're good enough, you can beat the leaderboards. It doesn't matter if you have Perkaholics, because, well, you aren't going to be using your Perkaholics, I'll tell you that much. If you're going to high rounds, you're playing on local. On local, you can't use these mega rare Gobblegums, these crazy Gobblegums. And you have to go on local if you want sleep. And I'm guessing you all want sleep. So, don't be thinking that Perkaholic's going to change everything, crate power, because they aren't using these. You can, but it's really going to fuck up your sleep schedule. So, most people aren't. They're playing on local. They're getting the Thunder Gun. They're getting 4 perks out of the Wonder Fizz. And they're playing. That's how it is right now. But, yeah, it's some crazy stuff. So, I definitely want Noct in, but this Mob of the Dead, it's not going to change. It's not going to be that different. It's not going to be better. It's going to have a little bit better of graphics. And a lot of people are going to be kind of pissed at me for saying this. I actually didn't want Origins to get remastered. I didn't want the PPSH to be brought back in Grodd Krovi either, because I knew it would happen. PPSH, right when it got brought back, I knew what people were going to start saying about it. I knew people were going to say, oh my god, what did they do to the PPSH? It sucks now. But it doesn't. It's not different. They just brought it back. But since it's new, it's like people hate new. But at the same time, they worship it. Everyone was asking for the PPSH to be brought back in its original form. And when it was brought back in its original form, people got angry. And I knew right when they announced that it was going to be on Black Ops 3 Chronicles Origins, I knew people were going to start saying, "Oh my, Origins is ruined. It's terrible now. What did they do to Origins? This was my favorite map." And I see it happening. I see people making videos about how Origins and the mud ruins everything, about how you can just get Perkaholics and then you're all set. I knew this was going to happen, and I think they should have left it on Black Ops 2. Most of these players have Black Ops 2, and the ones that don't, I don't know. But definitely Mob of the Dead should have been in there. I don't know, it wouldn't have been the best, but it's I didn't want it, but it's a community-loved thing, so you gotta add it. Now, this next spot is, I really, really, really wanted this in Black Ops 3. And that is Buried. Now, I thought Buried would have been so fun to see in Black Ops 3. For a few reasons. Reason number one, it's already an easy map, so people wouldn't complain about, oh, the Gobblegum system, it just ruins the map, it's terrible now. It's already an easy map. The map's already crazy ruined. But those new graphics and how new it would have been and all that stuff, it would have been beautiful to see, I thought. And I really wanted to see that, but yeah, they aren't bringing it back. I'm not going to add too much on this one. So, Buried. Thought it would have been cool to see. Now, here's a pretty good one that I really wanted to see. And a lot of these are for high round players, because you guys probably haven't seen it yet, but I am a high round player. Haven't been able to do it. I did break my thumb, since I started my YouTube channel. So I've been trying to make all these things, that don't make me go to a high round. That's why I started on round 20 in this game, and why I'm, moving so weird. My thumb's better now. But this is Call of the Dead. And if you have ever played Call of the Dead, you know that this map is hard to get to a high round to. Really, really hard to get to a high round to. Because, well, the wonder weapons are shit. That's basically it. The wonder weapons are just shit. There's not much good about them. There's no redeeming qualities. Like, even the fact that you can put George Romero back in the sea, it's not a redeeming quality. It's just, he's gone for one whole round. That's so great. And it's not anything good with the VR11. Scavenger, after like round 30, it's bad. And if you get trapped in a corner with the Scavenger, it takes like 2 seconds for it to explode, so you're most likely gonna die. So Scavenger's not the best to have either. And all that makes it hard to even get past round 50 on this map. It takes forever. And it's just really annoying and hard. And I thought that they should have remade it for one big reason. I don't care about the Gobblegums or any of the new graphics changes. For one reason, and that is double pack punch. Now there's a reason you can get to high rounds on all these Black Ops 3 maps. If we didn't have double pack punch on Grod Crovy, it would have been almost impossible to get to a high round on that. Because Wonder Weapon starts shitting out after like round 45, I think. That's when it starts doing bad. And that would have ruined Grod Crovy. And Grod Crovy is an amazing map, but it would have ruined it for high round players. It would have taken way too long. It would have been terrible. Especially because the traps on that map, there's not that much of them, and they're not that great. There's a reason there's not that many traps in Black Ops 3. You'll notice there's not much, because they have double pack punch, something that kills infinite rounds just like traps. Takes a little bit of time to recharge just like traps. But this is on your weapon, and some of them can give you drops, and that is not just like traps. That is amazing, and you have to pray to whoever at Treyarch thought, hey, let's add this type of double pack punch. And then you also have to give a nice big blessing for the person that said, yeah, that's a really good idea. Because it is a really, really good idea. That's one of the best ideas Treyarch has ever had in their life. And sorry, I need to reconnect my controller battery. Probably saw that it was low. If they die, the gameplay completely ends, and I have to recharge them. But yeah, I just put some new ones in. But double pack punch would have saved Call of the Dead and made it so much better for high round players. So I was hoping they brought that back. But yeah, you can't really hope for it all. And so that I've said Transit, Mob of the Dead, Buried, and Call of the Dead now. And now to my number one pick. And this is for the same exact reason of Call of the Dead. And this is another Black Ops 1 map. There's only 2 Black Ops 1 maps that aren't in this. And even Dead Ops Arcade is in Black Ops 3. So I'm guessing you all know what this is. And it is Pentagon 5. Oh my, Pentagon 5. What a great map. Okay. I know some of you are probably thinking, no, that map's shite. No. 5 is a great map. The reason everyone thinks it's shite is for one simple reason. It's because it's a hard map. Like, even for people like Steve and Relaxing End. Now, I don't really talk about Relaxing End that much. And that's because there's way too much fanboys of his. And people just typically thinking he's the best. He's not close. He's not the best. I wouldn't even say he's near there. He's a very good zombies player, but not there. And I don't think Steve is the best either. There's so many good ones, like Crash My Bandicoot, Hey I'm Alex. So many good ones. Like Hey I'm Alex made it to round 34 on Shadows of Evil starting room. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried the Shadows of Evil starting room, but that shit is hard. It's not easy. It's not easy by any means. Like, try to get the Relaxing End to do that. He'll probably make it to 20, something like that. It's hard. There's no Gobblegums. The gun that you can get is locusts, and that's not that great. The highest I've ever gotten is like 18. Yeah, 18. And I might actually make a video on me trying to get to a high round on that. But yeah, it's a hard challenge. So it just, yeah. But 5, it's a hard map. There's not a good wonder weapon. Now with Call of the Dead, the wonder weapons aren't that great. Now after round like 30, 35, Scavenger's bad. VR11 is always bad. But at least you can get the Wonder Waff. But there is no Wonder Waff on 5. There's no redeeming quality of anything on 5. And it is a hard map. And every time I see that down in the gameplay that you're watching, I just want to die. But there's no redeeming quality. It is a hard map. And, well, yeah, try and get to a high round on 5. You can use the trap. After round 20, you can't use the wonder weapon. That's how bad the Winter's Howl is, / Winter's Fury. You have the Pentagon Thief coming in, stealing your gun. The only gun that you can actually use on a high round in that map, unless you get to like round 190, which is when insta-kill rounds start happening, then the only gun you can use is the upgraded crossbow, aka Awful Lawton. And it won't get kills, it's just like a monkey bomb. And yeah, it's a hard map. But the double pack-a-punch. If we saw double pack-a-punch, that's the repeating image. Double pack-a-punch. People could get to high rounds on this map, and it wouldn't be such a struggle. And you're probably thinking, yeah, but it should be a struggle to get to high rounds. No, not like this. Not where you have to just wait like 5 minutes just to use the one trap that can get kills. It's not a struggle. It's just time. Because you have the Awful Lawton, so even if you do get in a predicament, just shoot that. So it's not a crazy struggle, but it takes time. And where you have to train is terrible, and it gets boring, and it's such a time waster. Now, if you can get to around 210 on 210 on 5, if people can do that, then imagine what rounds they could. Like, that means you're already good enough. Like, if you're that good to be able to get to that round, then don't be complaining it's going to make things too easy. Like, it doesn't matter how hard that map is. It's already pretty easy for those guys. It's like a challenge, but it's not the most challenging thing in the world. Now, Buried, that shit's easy. You can get to, like, whenever I hear someone say, oh, I just got to around 100, I'm so good, and then I ask them what map, and they say Buried, I just laughed. Because I think, like, the second time I played Buried, I got to around 60, or something like that. And the only reason I downed was because I tried trading around with my Mustang and Sally's, and I didn't realize that I lost the PhD permaperk. That's the only reason. And there, I was kind of confused knifing there, because I was thinking of the Bowie knife. I forgot how much Galvanuckles costed. I've been playing way too much BO3. And so I thought Galvanuckles were only 3,000. And I was like, oh yeah, I can get these Galvanuckles upgraded. Not upgraded, I can get these Galvanuckles. Then I can upgrade my SMR again to try and get more ammo. And yeah, that didn't work because Galvanuckles costed a lot more than I expected. But yeah, this was a sad down. But it's just so many things in 5 would be perfect. Would be almost perfect if they added double pack punch. And that's me trying to make a beast juke. It's probably pretty sad. But 5 would be the best map remastered that could possibly ever be remastered in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 history. And it would be perfect. And I hope that soon in another Call of Duty, 5 will get remastered. And I pray to Jesus that we get the double pack punch system back in Black Ops 4 or whatever their next COD is. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.